Gouffran. Ball inside, searching for Lazar. Huddleston. That's a beautifully weighted pass, bringing it down from the sky into Snodgrass. The momentum can carry him forward. What's he got in terms of support, though? Ball pops out to Livermore. He hasn't got too much support either. Tackle comes in. Newcastle United clear their lines, and it's a brilliant through ball towards Dwight Gale. Jakupovic called upon for the first time. As Shelvey fired the ball forward, beautifully weighted pass. Dwight Gale just couldn't let that ball sit still on the deck. A little bounce in front of him made it a little bit tricky. He caught it well to keep it low, but it just sat up a little bit for Jakupovic, which made the save easier. Loose pass forward from Livermore. Newcastle in the back lines again. And Gouffran, they're mixing things up, Newcastle. That's a tackle from behind by Myler. Advantage will carry on here for Newcastle. Strong shot comes in by the man generating a lot of interest in the city, Mo Diarmi. Striding forward. Likes the shot from the edge of the area. Huddleston with the header now to Diarmi. Diamande picking the ball up for Hull. Snodgrass. Mbakani. Snodgrass again. Now into the path of Diamande. That's a delicious turn, and the shot comes in for the first time for Hull. Snodgrass having a go. Maybe didn't get his foot completely around it, but from the wide areas, Hull move inside. Snodgrass with a big part to play in the build-up. Nice turn from Diamande, and there you see, snapping at it, Snodgrass could potentially have taken a touch there. Past the halfway point of the first half of this League Cup tie, and Newcastle now trying to move forward again. Anita, he skips away from two Hull men, gets the ball into the centre, and Diarmi was underneath that one. He almost scored against his former employers. The ball played wide, Anita managing to take control of the ball this time, stepped away from Robertson, and Diarmi was not too far away at all. Big leap just over the top of the crossbar. Jakupovic put his glove there. He could potentially have tipped it over if it had been on target. Well, very compact penalty area here. Hull have got plenty of men back. Newcastle with 5 in there. Shelvey opting to go short. Little 1-2. Now to the edge of the area with Isaac Hayden. Tries to tee it up for an angled shot from the range. It was Matt Ritchie going so close for Newcastle. Huddleston. Now with Myler. Slide tackle comes in from Hayden, and he skips away from Tom Huddleston as well. Opens it up for a shot, and it's wide of the target. Plenty of confidence from the young man. El Mohammadi. Hull with the initiative at the very start of the second half here to get the ball forward. Snodgrass, lovely little through ball. The flag is up for offside. Livermore just stepping the mark. But great play on the right-hand side. Small, intricate passing. Very tight. Potentially just offside. Linesman over on the far side will have had a better view as to whether Livermore had that foot just onside. Gouffran pressing forward again for Newcastle on the edge of the area. Opens his body up for a shot very high. The rugby season may be over for Hull FC, but if Gouffran's kicking like that, they may sign him. Here's Myler. Ball played through towards Livermore. It's with Robertson over on this left-hand side. On the halfway line here, Hull, they're still trying to find a way to continuously approach Newcastle and get towards their goal, because they're still not having too many shots in this fixture as we've approached the hour mark. Here's Diamande. Now Myler, a little bit of space has opened up for him. He goes for a shot which is deflected behind for a corner, and for the first time really Newcastle looked a little bit misshaped at the back. Diamande stepping away from the challenge. Anita had come forward, and then Shelvey with the touch, and that allowed Myler in on goal. This is perfect territory for Snodgrass on that left foot. has got another chance to try and swerve this ball over the top of the wall. Well, the North Stand going to be on their feet here. Snodgrass, and it's not too far away, but it could have been closer. Off target from Snodgrass, and a chance goes begging for Hull. You can see how he curves it away from the wall, but it goes away from the post too. And Sells, who was stood at that side of the goal, would have probably had that one covered if Snodgrass had hit the ball on target. Ritchie, strong touch, gobbled up by Huddleston. Robertson, look at the space for Snodgrass now. Big chance this for Hull. There's the through ball, it's Robertson who comes out, but it's a good claim from Newcastle United's goalkeeper. He had to time that right. He stayed on the ground as well. Maybe feeling the effects, but Hull opened up Newcastle for the first time there. Robertson continuing his run. Snodgrass with the through ball, a little bit too much on it. And it was very well played from Newcastle United's goalkeeper. Very brave to come out and take that one. He needed to be as well, because Robertson could have had a shot at goal if it wasn't for his actions. Huddleston gets a slide tackle in. He's won the ball back now. Here we go. It's Snodgrass. This is the best chance you would feel for Hull if they can take full advantage across the penalty area, but there's no man to connect with the cross. How about this one? Huddleston. It's headed away by Newcastle. Out of play for a throw-in. Hull looking a more dangerous threat as this second half progresses. Diomande has it at his feet. Gets the ball down the line for Mbakani, and Hull will get a free kick. It's all going a little bit heated again, and Lascelles is the man in the thick of things. Mbakani's got to be very careful, because I noticed there that there was contact with the heads, and sometimes that's enough to be classified as violent conduct. Neil Swarbrick has got the cards in his hand. Lascelles picks up a yellow card, and I think Mbakani here is going to be off, and he is. You can't put your head towards another player, and Neil Swarbrick judges it as violent conduct. Michael Dawson is furious. This is a real test now for Hull, despite Newcastle being in a lower division. Shelvey, Atsu, opens it up for a shot, but again another block as Hull have thrown almost everyone behind the ball now. Diomande is the only man on defensive duty. Shelvey, again, they go wide, looking for Anita. Atsu, Shelvey, little toe prod through to Gouffran. Again crowded out, but there's still a chance here with Lazar. He's hit the bar. Shelvey stings the palms of Jakupovic. It's getting tense for anyone in Hull City colours. And it's in. Newcastle strike from the set piece. Their fans are going wild. Diame is hugged, and Shelvey is over with the Newcastle fans and the Championship side, who have knocked on the door. The quick free kick played in by Atsu to the path of Anita. There's the cross, there's the flick on. The man with the final touch, guess who? Mo Diame didn't celebrate. He was congratulated by his teammates. Everyone caught out with the quickness and the quick thinking, and now Hull have got a job to do. Mo Diame scores at the KCOM again, only in Newcastle colours. Hull 0, Newcastle United 1. 8 minutes into extra time. Hull have got to throw bodies forward now. Diomande. And suddenly Hull with a strike. Snodgrass! Straight back at them! 1-1! Snodgrass scores again! Instant reply. One man down. They were a goal down, but not anymore. Well, Newcastle fans were singing they're going to Wembley. They may just have to wait a little while, because this game's taken another twist. There's the shot from Henriksen, and Snodgrass steams in, and he strikes low past Sells in the Newcastle goal. And after 90 minutes where it didn't seem like there was a goal coming, we have two in a minute. It's Hull City 1, Newcastle United 1. And this game has got the carbon copy effect of the fourth round last year. Leicester scored in extra time, and Hull reply again. Down the side again, flicked on, what a save that is from Jakupovic. Dwight Gale, I think, was the man going very close there. Murphy was in amongst the action too. Gale going up for the header, forcing a save from Jakupovic. They haven't put too many men in the penalty area, Hull. They've kept a couple back. Weir is on the halfway line. They've got a couple on the edge, just in case Newcastle United break from this. Snodgrass to play the ball in with power, searching for Maguire. They'll try and get it back across Hull. They've still got that chance because it hasn't gone out of play. It looked as though it could have been heading out. Snodgrass, low ball in. Henriksen! That was close. It was certainly powerful, but just a little too high from Marcus Henriksen. Hull recycling the play well. Great ball played in. And the little layoff from Diomande, Henriksen unmarked. Newcastle are invited forward again with Clark. Little ball to Gouffran, it just comes off Henriksen and cleared by Timon. Diamande's in a foot race now with Lascelles. Lascelles under pressure. Here's Diomande, can he get the ball through to Snodgrass? He can, into the penalty area. He had to be patient, and the turn from Snodgrass just eluded him. Hull have had some success in penalties. They have won 4 of their last 5 from 12 yards. Here we go, penalties. And Shelvey, the orchestrator for Newcastle this evening, misses! The worst possible start for Newcastle. Jakupovic gets the better of Jonjo Shelvey, who went to the right-hand side, but he didn't get it close enough to the corner. Here he comes. He blasts it in, and Hull have a 1-0 lead after 1 penalty. He's missed a few chances tonight. Is he going to miss from 12 yards? Is Jakupovic going to make it 2 in 2? It's over! Off the crossbar! What a start this is for Hull. Dwight Gale, it just hasn't been his night. It hits the bar, and Jakupovic didn't need to be called upon. Captain's up next, Michael Dawson. Scored on Saturday. Can he score from the penalty spot? He can! What a position to be in after 2 penalties. It's Hull 2, Newcastle United 0. Dawson to the left-hand side to keep Newcastle's hopes alive. It's in. Just, only just, but it's enough. 3-1. And Jakupovic could be about to put Hull City into their first ever League Cup semi-final. Is this the penalty where history's made? It is! Jakupovic saves! And the Tigers are going on to the League Cup semi-final for the very first time. 3 penalties missed, No power from Gufran. That was simple enough for Eldin Jakupovic, and the celebrations can start. Another 100% record for Hull with their penalties, but Newcastle United's penalties were not very impressive, to say the least. Shelvey, Gale and Gufran could not convert from 12 yards. Christian Atsu did his job, but Snodgrass, Dawson and Huddleston net, and Jakupovic puts his gloves to the ball, and Hull are in the last 4 of the EFL Cup, and now they're 2 games away from a potential trip to Wembley.